most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Kind of feel powerful today, too, Brad, don't you?
Well, Bob, I'm feeling strong like bull, actually, and powerful.
That's right. So, power posing started years ago with Amy Cuddy. I'm sorry. She's was, I believe, a student at that time at Harvard.
Okay.
And now she affiliates with the Department of Psychology at Harvard University. But we're going to talk about this in a minute.
Oh.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you want to go to bobandbrad.com.
That's right.
Because we're always giving something away. What are we giving away, Brad?
Well, Bob, this is exciting.
We're giving away a Sleepovation mattress.
That's right.
An entire mattress.
Not 700 of them.
Yeah.
But we're going to give away one with 700 mattresses.
It's made of 700 tiny mattresses.
There you go.
It's really cool. We're also giving away a couple of pillows along with that to some separate winners. So
there you go.
You got lots of chances to win. Just go check it out. Go to the giveaway section. You can also find the contest page pinned to the top of the page of Facebook. Go to Instagram or Twitter or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
Say no more, Bob.
So Amy Cuddy, she did this study, and it became really popular around 2012. And she did a TED Talk along at that time.
Oh, sure.
And it had over 46 million views. I don't know what it has now, but it
that's
did at
good
that time.
Because it's a good subject.
So really popular, but everybody was doing it. And then it started to get panned by the psychological community. They were saying, no.
Panned?
I mean, they didn't agree with it.
No good.
Yeah, they were criticizing it. And to give her credit, she did another study, which was just published in March of 2020, this year. And it offers ample evidence. She reviewed like 55 studies involving this.
Sure, so it's a review.
Yeah, and without a doubt, it sounds now like it's a sure thing that it absolutely does affect your confidence, your attitude.
Well,
people do better in interviews.
Bob, I don't care what those other people are saying.
You knew that already.
Well, I mean, this is not just started with her that many years ago. This is going on for decades or centuries, Posture. Posture, pose makes a great communication between you and other people. Yeah, and we got more reasons for it coming up.
We're going to talk about a little bit more. It also, they're not so sure about the hormones, whether or not it actually affects your hormones in a positive manner. But what they're telling you is basically you kind of get into the Wonder Woman pose. You remember Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
And you do it for 2 minutes. So like prior to an interview or prior to meeting someone, you're just going to be a lot more confident. I know they used to always talk about the steeple too. Remember that? That this was a kind of a power move.
Really?
Yeah, when you steeple your hands.
Oh, I haven't heard that. No, but
yeah, especially you kind of go like this.
You put your pointer finger right there.
No, like both, all of them to come together.
Okay.
So that's another.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else.
But we're going to give 3 reasons today why the power pose can change your life. Number 1, it's going to make you more confident. Do it at the appropriate times. But number 2, Brad's going to talk a little bit about. Brad used to teach a class on self-defense. Brad, tell your history, by the way. Why
I was involved in martial arts for 17 years, 2nd degree black belt, and I did a lot of research because I was asked to do self-defense, which is more involved than just martial arts. So, and a big part of it was people who attack other people are looking for someone who's going to be an easy victim.
Yep.
And that is clearly given by someone's posture and how they walk and how they look and how you look at someone. So posture like this versus this, which is a person that's going to look like they're going to
handle themselves.
Exactly right.
Yeah, they're not going to be afraid.
Right.
Yeah.
Eye contact.
Yeah, tell about the eye contact, because I found that interesting, because I've been walking along with my wife along the street sometimes, kind of a rough neighborhood a little bit, and I never would look at people because I didn't want to draw their attention.
Right, and that's one thing, and this is not from me, this is from people who've studied insults and rapes and that kind of thing.
Assaults.
Right. And actually, there's one police officer, he had been in the Chicago area for 20 years, and he talked about this is one absolutely important thing is eye contact, posture. And when I would teach a class, and I really drilled this with my daughter, as you know, she moved to
Right.
Milwaukee. If you're walking past someone on the street and you get that sixth sense that this doesn't feel right, this person doesn't look right, I don't feel comfortable. You have to respect that. You're going to get your power posture in and very strong, and then you're going to look at that person in the eye. Now if they have weird looking eyes or you don't feel comfortable looking at their eyes, look at their forehead because they can't tell anyways.
Sure.
And that whole posture, the eye contact, and how you walk like you're walking like you're going somewhere with a mission is going to make dramatic difference whether if that person was going to be an assaulter, that are you going to be the next person that they're going to assault? It really reduces your chance. Plus, if you go into a job interview, the same thing, eye contact, good posture, a firm handshake, it's going to make a dramatic difference if you're going to be the one hired.
Yeah, going back to the victim thing.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
I actually read an article where this one criminal would say they would look at people and they called it the Vic walk. They called it a victim
sure.
walk or
Yep.
a Vic walk, and they'd say they'd pick that person out.
Yep.
That's the person they would rob.
Right.
'Cause
Sure.
they always knew that you're slumping along, wowsy, wowsy.
Not being
woe is me.
aware you're a
Right.
weak little person.
Number 3, why do you want to do the power pose? It's posture, and how could we be physical therapists and not talk about posture?
Right.
Brad?
It's the foundation of the human body
Yeah,
for fitness.
it is, and it's amazing that as soon as you get things a little veered off from what is called good posture,
Mhm.
it starts resulting in pain and problems.
Sure.
So we're going to go right down the chain here just real quickly and show
Okay.
you. So like if I'm leaning forward like this, Brad, and my neck's forward,
Here.
I'm extending here, aren't I?
Yeah, look, now we got a straight line here with the booyah stick, and you can just, that it really shows that head forward. And like Bob says, the line is curving forward, the weight of his head. I don't know what Bob's head weighs, but it must be a 10, 20 pounder. But that is hanging down here and with nothing to support it. So all these muscles back here are working extra hard, putting stress on the cervical column, the disc, and the muscles. Pain, pain, pain.
Yeah, so as a rule of thumb, they always talked about 1 inch equals about 10 pounds of additional stress. Remember that?
Oh, with the head forward?
So if you're head 1 inch, that's 10 more pounds of stress on your neck. 2 inches, 20 more pounds. 3 inches is 30 more pounds.
It's just a matter of
leverage
leverage. Yep.
and leverage. But also, your neck is extended like this.
Yes.
It's flexed here. That's where you get the headaches.
Yep.
From there.
Those
Now,
nerves in there get pinched.
Let's take it further. We can say my upper back is rounded. Now I'm going to get back pain, upper back pain. That's where you're going to get the knots in the shoulders. But you're also going to round your shoulders out like this.
Right.
So now when I try to lift, do you want to show that, Brad?
Sure.
Show how far your shoulder goes when you're in good posture.
Right. So the mechanics of the shoulder to flex or go up overhead, if we're slouched forward, rounded shoulders, I can reach this high and it stops. Now I change to the power posture and I can go this high easily before I get to the end of the range. And that's all due to mechanics and posture.
And the problem with this, round out again, Brad, and then he brings it up. Now it's hitting soft tissue and it's irritating that. You can actually get tendonitis. It can actually result in time, like years, in a rotator cuff tear.
Right.
Because you're pounding up against that end range as opposed to going to full range.
Right. Those are those cases where I didn't have an accident, but you ended up with a rotator cuff tear. This happened over time.
It wore out over time. Now we go further down to the low back.
Oh.
It's the same thing, isn't it, Brad?
Yeah.
You're leaning forward. There's more stress on the back. I don't know. It doesn't, I think, pertain to the 1 inch, 10 pounds rule. It's probably even worse because you got more, your upper body and trunk. So there's more stress on the low back.
Right. You got the trunk, the arms, everything is hanging there, supported by, L1 or L5, S1, that low back with the disc herniate. And we didn't have this, but it just occurred to me. I was reading an article a couple years ago, as you lean forward, as sometimes older people will get this forward posture, your balance gets worse.
Sure.
Your potential for falling goes way up. So there you go, another negative without the posture, the power posture.
And remember, we all studied Nachemson when we were in school, and the pressure on the discs
right.
is a lot heavier. Your discs is a lot heavier when you're in this bent forward posture, and especially when you're rounded out like this. Then
Yeah.
it's extremely increased.
Increase that risk for a herniated disc, which is certainly no fun.
The final thing we're going to mention is your knees. You can actually have bad knee posture. So you want to always have a slight bend to your knee. If you lock your knees in place, you're actually grinding those joints together as you're taking weight on it. So
Yeah, we call that end range in the therapy world. And joints do not like to be at end range for any length of time.
yeah, so if you're like, I had this kid, I always tell this story. He worked at Subway.
Sure.
And he would stand with his knees locked.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to me, he had terrible knee pain, both knees.
Yeah.
I just had him stand like this. Comes back the next time, my knee pain went away. I mean, it was amazing. I was like yeah. Once in a while, you get the miracle on ice there. So, all right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
Except for
a broken heart.
you think power posture will help?
Oh, people.
Oh,
are
it's
gonna,
got to put you in the right
people are
direction.
gonna love you.
Absolutely.
So you get back in a relationship. So thanks for watching.